Hey friends, Pastor Eddy here. How you doing? I just want to say a quick word to encourage you, but also just to remind us to walk in Christ with love and fear. Love and fear. And you're like, why we need to fear Christ? Because Christ gave us a balance. Let's take a look. I'm going to talk about right quick about Luke chapter 16. Luke chapter 16, verse 9, I believe, to verse 31. Jesus gives a story, and he gives a quick story and inclination of what heaven looked like and what hell looked like. And he used two people. He used the rich man, and he used Lazarus the beggar. Now, when you go read the story, you'll notice that Lazarus passed away, went to heaven next to Abraham's bosom, and then you notice that the rich man went to Hades, another word for hell. And when we take a look at the story, one of the things we realize that in this story, Jesus gives us some specific things we need to take in consideration. Number one, heaven keep records and hell keep records. What you mean? Man, Jesus started telling us, listen, God keeps up with your financial record. This guy was rich. God keep up with your clothing record. This guy had purple and linen outfits. God keeps up with your health record. This the Lazarus was full of sores and everything. God keeps up with records in how we treat people. How the rich man treated Lazarus and not giving them what he needed and to take care of his needs. So one of the things Jesus shows us in this text that God keep records. So make sure that your receipts are good with God. Make sure that if you have done something that you regretted, that you know to offended the Lord in any type of way, ask God for forgiveness. Ask God to help you overcome it. But make sure that your receipts are okay with the Lord. That's what we found out with this. Jesus showed us that the Lord keep records. Number two, Jesus showed us that there's a place for the righteous and a place for the reprobate. What is reprobate? Meaning people that rejects God or people that chose everything but Jesus. And so Jesus gave us specific. He says there's a hell. Hell is hot. That's what we said. That's what we found out about the rich man. It has fire. We found out hell has no water. When people say I'll go to hell and party, no water. We find out one of the worst thing is people in hell could see heaven. What? And so the rich man is having a conversation with Abraham and Lazarus, which is in heaven. So it's amazing that we see this, and Jesus gives us a glimpse like, whoa, this is mind-boggling. You mean to tell me people in hell could see heaven? Where they could see they had opportunity to make it to this wonderful place and they didn't. And the other thing we see on the other side, we see people in heaven could see hell, giving thanks to God that, yo, I didn't make it down there, and they can have a conversation with people in hell. I don't think it's like that all over heaven, but Jesus was giving us a glimpse. There's a section in heaven and there's a section in hell that you can see this thing going on. I don't know in the new heaven and new earth they will have it, but as of now, Jesus gives us a glimpse. Yeah, this is going on. So in heaven, have water. In heaven, full of comfort. In heaven, glorious place. In heaven, I mean, when you die, you get an escort. Soon as Lazarus died, he had two angels, more than two. It says angels plural. And so it's a wonderful thing to know that we have a place for those who are in Christ, that we are comfort, that we have a place where we're going to spend eternity, not only with Abraham, not only with Moses, not only with Mary, not only with Esther, not only with the women of God and the men of God, but also, most of all, with the Father. So hell is for the reprobates. Heaven is for the righteous. Last but not least, Jesus revealed that the way to get to hell is rejecting the gospel. The way to get to heaven is receiving the gospel. So Jesus is trying to give us, hey, which route you want to take. The rich man had all that he needed. Jesus is not saying being rich is wrong. No. He's saying what you do with your riches and how you treat people is very, very vital in your judgment, in Judgment Day. So I just want to encourage you guys that Jesus is paying attention to how we treat people. Jesus gave us a story of the rich man and Lazarus, and how the rich man neglected to treat Lazarus, to take care of Lazarus. So I just want to encourage you, when you're out in the streets, when you're out and about, pay attention to people. Pay attention to people that are struggling. Pay attention to people that are not doing well. And allowing the Lord to use you to be a blessing to somebody else. So, because God is taking records, God has a place for the righteous and the reprobate. And God is looking in how you receive the gospel and relay the gospel to other people. And God is going to reward you for all that you've done. So remember, love Jesus and love people. That's my word for today.